And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, today's date is November 19th, 2021. Guys, we're almost at the end of the season. It's going to be a lot of things that we're going to look back on these three losses that happened within the season. Of course, we have Prarie View on this Saturday at 11 a.m. That will be on SEC Network Alternate Channel. So please be looking for that. It will be at 11 a.m. on SEC Network Alternate. I want to thank a lot of you guys for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. That is a huge milestone because once again, man, I have recorded all of these videos from off of my mobile phone. None of this has ever come off of a professional camera. Put it like that. I've recorded everything from off of my phone. It has been a long journey. I thank all of you guys for sticking in there with me. As well as the guys who were here first, like Mr. Terry Williams. That's always in the comments. I also like to thank Mr. Morris Carter, man. Without Mr. Morris Carter, I wouldn't have gotten to A&M that early to see the actual school nor the stadium or anything. So I want to thank that guy a whole lot. Mr. Henry Green for reaching out to me the way that he does and things of that nature, man. We've had a lot of conversations, man. A lot of conversations. But, man, it's been a lot of you guys that have been here with me. Just as well as the Facebook groups. I thank Mr. Nate Brinkley. Man, he's been one of the guys that has followed me for a long time. And Miss Michelle Hoffman, which is also an admin of the Texas A&M Aggies discussion and debate page. Nate Brinkley, he's the admin on the other page, Aggie Sports Life. And also with that being said, now him as well as myself and another guy, Mr. Chris, we all have another Aggie Sports page as well, man, on Facebook. So we're going to get that started and we're going to roll that out. But I thank all of you guys for believing in this podcast, man. Once again, this would not be possible without you guys. 1,000 subscribers, y'all. 1,000. I finally hit that mark, man. I thank all of you. But it's not even much you guys. It's fans from other schools, guys who do podcasts from other schools. They've also reached out throughout the years, man. I just want to thank all of you guys, man. And Jonathan Symington, I'm sorry. That guy as well. He's invited me to a lot of games. I can't go with him this weekend out there like I wanted to see the last home game, but that guy has invited me to a lot of games. And I have went to one with him already. I went out there to the Mississippi State game with him. That was a real fun game, man. Real fun atmosphere. I'll be looking forward to going out there next year, man. This is not over at all. Leon's O'Neal, cousin, one of his close cousins, Mr. Pete O'Neal. I thank that man. He's followed me as well ever since I've been having a setup on the front porch. That's how long it's been, man. I thank all of y'all. I thank the whole Aggie Nation for just tuning into this channel and believing in this channel, man. You guys have helped this thing tremendously grow. And I mean grow at an expeditious number. Like 1,000 in less than 2 years. I thank y'all for that, man. I thank y'all a whole lot for that. Hell, I can remember when I made it. And I'm talking about, man, I was like, man, I don't know if people going to be watching this, stuff like that. But I thank all of you guys. But yes, so the number one mark and goal, man, to close out the season, because we only have 2 games left. It saddens me because I'm sorry, man, we're getting down to 2 games. The thing about this Prarie View game is, what are we all going to be looking for the Aggies to do so far as playing this Prarie View game? Because let's all face it, Prarie View is not going to beat Texas A&M, and if they do beat Texas A&M, that will be the biggest laughter of the whole century mark for all of college football, to be honest with you. But Prarie View does have the number 1 offense in the HBCU. I'm not sure if you guys knew that or not, but yes, Prarie View has the number 1 offense. Also, Prarie View has the quarterback Jawan Pass, if I'm not mistaken. If you guys don't know who Jawan Pass is, Jawan Pass came from Louisville out there. I remember he was the guy that actually got out there and he played Tua Tagovailoa in that Alabama team who scored all those points, broke all those records and things like that. A lot of you guys don't remember that. But once again, they have Jawan Pass, man. Jawan Pass came from the FBS level. He was at Louisville. Louisville didn't win that game, yes. They did not, but they do have the number one offense in all of HBCU. The number one defense, I believe, is out there at Jackson State with Deion Sanders, who's on the other side of the division, in which they should meet up head-to-head in the SWAC championship, if I'm not mistaken. So, man, it's a lot of things we're going to be looking so far from our defense. We're going to be looking for our defense to put in a lot of backups come the middle of the second quarter, put it like that. If nobody comes out there on defense and gets in the middle of the second quarter, then I don't know, man. Hell, we might be looking at problems going towards this LSU game, to be honest with you. But I don't see it happening. I see the defense being all the way locked down. The offense, they're not going to do too much. But we all do want to see Zach pass the ball, just a little bit. And like I say, man, we want to see a lot of backups get in there. Damon Demons is out for the season. He has a lower level calf injury. I hate that happened, but that's okay. Like I say, man, we're getting into the end of the season anyways. So we don't want to lose these guys long term. We have a lot of receivers on that depth chart that we can start using, like Moose Muhammad is one of them. He's the prime guy that everybody wants to see. I'm talking about everybody wants to see. I believe Chase Lane is out for the season as well, so there's no reason for him to come back. And Caleb Chapman, I expect Caleb Chapman to have a game. I expect him to have over 100 receiving yards, man. But like I say, man, Moose Muhammad, DeAndre Jackson, he's another one. A lot of you guys have forgotten about him. Trust me, DeAndre Jackson hadn't went nowhere. He's still on the depth chart, people, but he's another one out there. And we expect to see a lot of our running backs go in and out, man. We expect to see L.J. Johnson a lot in this game. We expect to see Keith Daniels a lot in this game. The offensive line, that will be the only one that will most likely stay in there. Keon Green will come on out, but most of those guys will stay in there due to them being freshmen, sophomores, not having that much experience, stuff like that. So those guys should stay in there, continue to lead that blocking path. Zach should get a lot of rest in this game, man. He should get a lot of rest in this game. So don't expect to see Zach too much, all right? You guys can say what you want to about Zach. I understand we lost those 3 games. Once again, those 3 losses came by a total of 10 points in 2 games and about 4 points in 1 game, which is Mississippi State. So we lost all of those games by combined points of like 24 points. So you do the math on that with 24 divided by 3, what that comes around like. Comes to about like 8 points per game that we lost those games by. So it is what it is. The century mark, I'm sorry, not the century mark, the milestone for this team, and one of the goals for this team was to get 10 wins. That's including the bowl game. So to get 10 wins, that's amazing that we could do that with a backup quarterback. I know you guys don't like to hear that, but that's amazing that we could do that with a backup quarterback. That lets you know that the future is very, very bright with a starting quarterback. Think about if we would have had Haynes King this year. Think about it. Do you guys believe that we would have been undefeated? Or do you guys not? Understand, once again, we lost to Mississippi State by 4 points. We lost to Arkansas by 10. We lost to Ole Miss by 10. Do you guys think that Haynes King would have made a bigger difference? I need you guys to come on here and tell me that, man, because I do. I believe we go undefeated and we win the SEC West. I'm going to be dead honest with you. It wouldn't have came down to the last game against LSU. I believe that going into the LSU game, we would have already won the SEC West title. So that's just something for you guys to think about. Let you guys know where Jimbo Fisher is going, where he's taking this program. It took him 4 years to get this program to 10 wins. No, the LSU game haven't come yet, in which I will talk about that on next week, because I will be looking at this LSU matchup, man, because of the simple fact that we haven't won in Death Valley. That is another huge hurdle. So the hurdles that this team has overcame with the backup quarterback, once again, backup receivers, once again, banged up O-line and a new O-line, once again, the hurdles that they've jumped. They beat both Alabama teams at home. They've jumped over the Missouri hurdle, in which we hadn't won in Mizzou ever since we've been in the SEC. And now they have another hurdle to jump over. The mission isn't done yet. We had to jump over those hurdles to get ourselves, they had to jump over those hurdles to get themselves into the elite category of where they're trying to go. So, once again, man, that LSU game, I'm hoping that they come out there and make a statement, just like I know they can. They come out there and make that statement, and what I mean by leave with a total score of 28-0, that's a statement win. It isn't 40 points by all means, I know it's not, but 28-0 with this offense scoring about 28 points per game, that's right within their vicinity, and the defense not giving up points like that. That says a lot about this team, man, going into next year, in which a lot of you guys isn't going to like this, but we'll be another top 10 rated team all over again. Look, as long as Jimbo Fisher is the coach, we will be in the top 10 coming into the season. Once again, I know a lot of you guys don't like that because we have had so much bad luck coming in as a top 10 team. It's crazy, man. It is crazy. I think next year, though, that will change a lot. I believe Connor Wingman is enrolling early, so it'll be a heated quarterback competition going into the 2022 season. Le'Veon Moss, he's going to be the freshman coming in at running back, in which I believe he will redshirt. Now, one of these guys will have to redshirt. I believe Le'Veon will. Of course, we got a lot of corners coming in. A lot of you guys don't want to hear the Denver Harris situation, but I'm going to continue to bring it up just like I've done Evan Stewart. And just so happened, Evan Stewart has gotten us into like his top 2. So, once again, I believe Evan will commit to the Texas A&M Aggies. No, I have not heard that from a source, but I believe he'll commit at the end of the day, man. That's just how strong of a believer I am in this Texas A&M family and in Jimbo Fisher as a recruiter himself. So, that's all I'm saying, man. Just be looking for that. So, all I'm saying is this will be a hell of a season. It's been a long, long season. Like I say, man, we look back on those 3 losses, and it's just like, wow, man. So it is what it is. We're just going to continue to keep going. Like I said, the Prarie View game is this Saturday at 11 a.m. So make sure you guys be there at Aggie Land. I believe that the Prarie View band is going to perform, and we all know when that band comes to perform, nobody leaves. Nobody leaves for the halftime show. Everybody stays in their seats. So just be expecting another good halftime show from that Prarie View band, man. But that's about it. That's all I got for you guys on today. But before I leave, I just want to give a shout out to the Texas A&M Esquite. Man, I don't know how to pronounce it. Escrian team, the horseback riding team, put it like that. So the horseback riding team, they won on yesterday with a score of 10-6. They beat Auburn. Of course, I don't know too much about the horseback riding because I don't hardly ever see none of this stuff. But they did win by a score of 10-6. Auburn is pretty good competition of what I'm hearing, in which I think they was number 2. So Texas A&M beat them. So shout out to them and congratulations to them. The men's basketball team is 4-0. Their next game is on Monday against Wisconsin, in which everybody is looking forward to this matchup here. So they play Wisconsin on Monday. If we beat Wisconsin for the men's basketball, if we beat Wisconsin, man, that's going to say a whole lot about Buzz Williams' team and where they have come. If they lose by a little bit of a margin of like 3 to 5 points, maybe, or something like that. That's still going to say a whole lot of where this team has come to where we've seen them. All right, so just be looking for that matchup. Make sure that you guys tune in. That's going to be a Monday at 1 p.m. All right. The women's basketball team is also 4-0. Just to keep in mind that the Lady Ags are the number 24 team in the nation right now. Their next game is at Pittsburgh at 6 p.m. on Thursday, November 25th. That looks like Thanksgiving. Isn't that Thanksgiving? That is Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a pretty good Thanksgiving matchup. Man, I hate that they got to play on Thanksgiving. That's crazy to me. But be looking for that game, and they need just as much support as we give everybody else. So just be looking for that. The track and field. Once again, I'm going to do my best to keep up with this as well. So track and field, man, it looks like the tickets aren't nothing but like $4 to $7 for Texas A&M track and field. So all I'm saying is that, man, show up, show out, and support these guys. But their first track meet is December 4th at 3:30 p.m. So we got about 15 days, 3 hours, 32 minutes, and 41 seconds until our first track meet. All right, so, and we just got a guy. We just got a guy that was from SFA. He has one of the fastest times in the world in the 400 meters. So you guys need to keep that in mind as well. So once again, I thank all of you guys for tuning in. #GeekMagus.